This one's dedicated to all of us who feel like we're stuck and we want to move, we want to get out. I know a lot of us are scared right now. Believe me, I'm scared too. I want to have ultimate compassion and empathy for where people are at, but I can't stay paralyzed in that place with you. I refuse to. So for those of us who really need it, here's a little push. One of these days they gon' come at you hard, and it's gonna hurt bad cause you work so hard. One of these days you gotta look in the mirror and love what you see instead of staying insecure. And one of these days you gotta load another round. Got one in the chamber, weighed about 20 pounds. One of these days you'll be at the deep end, and that is the day you gotta learn how to swim. One of these days you gon' have to fight back, and not with the knuckles or the sword or the gat. We gotta realize we ain't fighting flesh and blood. All I wanna see is love, and all they wanna see is drugs. Cause one of these days he is gonna come back, and I wanna be there when it's time to come back. One of these days you gon' have to stand up. One of these days you gon' have to man up. One of these days you gon' have to stand up. One of these days you gon' have to man up. One of these days you gotta learn how to grind. One of these days you gotta learn to use your mind. One of these days ain't gon' be no one to blame. Play the victim all you want, ain't shit bout to change. One of these days you gon' have to stand up. One of these days you gon' have to man up. One of these days you gon' pick up the word, and it might make sense instead of making you bored. It's because you wanna know about the one that you serve. Your actions have to speak louder than your words. One of these days I'ma have to let it go, surrender the things that I cannot control. One of these days you gon' have to repent, redeem your soul from everything that you did. One of these days you gon' have to leave home. One of these days you gotta hang up the phone. You gotta be bold if you ever wanna know. Walk the tightrope if you ever wanna grow. One of these days you gotta stop asking why. There is no guarantees walking through this life. I know that it's scary not to see the other side. Gotta walk by the faith and not by the sight. One of these days you gon' have to stand up. One of these days you gon' have to man up. One of these days you gotta learn how to grind. One of these days you gotta learn to use your mind. One of these days ain't gon' be no one to blame. Play the victim all you want, ain't shit bout to change. One of these days you gon' have to stand up. One of these days you gon' have to man up, man up. I don't have any of the right answers. I don't know what's on the other side. Sometimes I don't even know what to do with myself. But it's not about what I know. It's about what you're willing to sacrifice. It's about what you're willing to let go. What you're willing to give. What you're willing to take a risk for. Man up. And who you're willing to love. Stand up.